I went from relapsing on NoFap multiple times a week for over 2.5 years straight whilst being on NoFap, whilst trying to quit, to now not even having jacked off once in the last 9-10 months. My name is Leo Myron, I'm 18 years old, I'm from Stockholm, Sweden. And in this video, I want to walk you through what I did yesterday, which I believe was NoFap day 286, something like that. And explain why I do what I do from a NoFap perspective to hopefully give you some tips and make this journey a little bit easier. And just explain why I do what I do. So let's get into it. So yesterday I woke up at 5 a.m. as usual, but I'm not gonna lie, I was really fucking tired because I'd gone to bed late the night before. And so I just basically snoozed. I just went back to bed until about 6:30, 6:45, something like that. Which is definitely not the ideal thing. I should be waking up at 5. But yesterday I woke up at about 6:40. And what I did basically straight away was that I got out of bed, I hopped into the shower. I'd had a hot shower, which I usually don't in the mornings. I usually take cold showers, but I had a hot shower for some reason yesterday morning. And then at 7, or to be fair, I brushed my teeth after that as well and got my clothes on. But then after that, at 7 a.m., I had my first daily NoFap accountability call with my group that I lead and host. So I basically host 3 daily accountability calls in like a private group chat that we have on WhatsApp. So first of all, I have a NoFap community, which is for free. And then the guys that are really committed and serious and really want to make progress in this stuff and are people that I think I could help, I also have a more private group chat on WhatsApp with, it's also for free. And I basically help those guys with NoFap, or I help them to help themselves, maybe would be the right term, but either way. I host 3 daily accountability calls there. And so everyone usually hops on. Once a day is the standard. And then I just ask everyone on the calls, like, what's up, dude? Have you been jacking off since we last spoke? Or have you had any urges? How has it been? Okay, cool. Have you been on a good dopamine detox? Have you been scrolling or eating fucking junk food and that kind of stuff? Or have you been sort of more locked in on your goals? And then we'll just talk like that and keep everyone accountable on NoFap. And yeah, we've seen great results. I think overall we've had basically like a 90% reduction in fapping, and like I think 2 months or something. At this point we've had the group, and yeah, it's really good, man. I think we're 17 guys at the moment, and yeah, it's really fucking fun. I just hop on, I ask the guys like these kinds of questions, and we have a chat about stuff, and it's all good, man. It's all good. I do it for free because coaching is usually like paid and stuff, but I do it for free because I want to get experience as a coach, and I want to be able to deliver results consistently to my clients. And so I for sure plan on charging in the future, but I want to do it the right way, and I want to make sure that I can actually deliver on my promises, which is why I do it for free in the beginning. And I plan to keep on going this for maybe another 3 to 6 months. We'll see. But yeah, I had the first accountability call at 7. It was a great call. The guy, because actually there was only one other guy who joined the call except for me, on like in the morning yesterday, and he had fucking jacked off, but it was all good. We walked through, we spoke about it, and we decided what he was going to do next, and some other things that I was going to do with the entire group to kind of hopefully elevate the standard and the average sort of like how committed and how engaged the average member is, because we have had some inconsistency lately in terms of the people showing up to the calls, so like the attendance rate. But we're going to fix that, and hopefully that will add more accountability, and we will be able to get better results. Yeah, man, let's keep it going. But then after 7, at about 8, maybe 7:45, I went out to the woods and made my daily video, like these kinds of videos. Because usually I do it in the morning, straight after waking up. But since I woke up quite late yesterday, I had the call first and then I did the video. So I packed my stuff, went out into the woods, set my tripod up, set my phone up, and I made the video. I think it was about 24 minutes long yesterday. And I think it was a good video. I spoke a lot about dopamine and a lot of accountability as well, which I think are the two, or at least for me, have been the 2 best things for resisting sexual urges. I feel like when I have really good accountability, my willpower is much stronger because there's a greater perceived negative cost, or fucking there's a bigger perceived punishment of fapping, because I will have to embarrass myself later, if that makes sense. Because for me, if you don't know my story, I jacked off like multiple times, for 2.5 years whilst being on NoFap, whilst trying to quit. And it was only when I actually told my best friends about my struggles that I was able to quit. Because, like, you know, I got their accountability, and I also started posting on YouTube at the same time. And those two variables really changed it for me. So accountability was fucking amazing. And that's why I do what I do with like free coaching and stuff now with the guys in the group, because I want to bring this kind of transformation to other people, because I know that it's possible. So yeah. But either way, I went out, made the video, and then afterwards I came back home and I sat down to read Hard Times Create Strong Men. It's like a book on masculinity and what it means to be a man, and how the modern world has kind of suppressed the masculinity, which I define as, like, you know, to be fair, I think masculinity is a bit of an amorphous word. It's not super clear cut what it is, but I do think that masculinity is like protecting, providing, and procreating. I think those three are the main things that make you more masculine. Or maybe I'm just waffling, but either way, it's a book on geopolitics and history also. So basically, you can understand the world better and see, like, why are the feminists why have they conquered the entire Western world through the last 50 years? Like, why are men subject to sexist laws in terms of the judicial system, in terms of marriages, for example? Like, why does the woman get all the fucking money when people do divorces and stuff? Why do why have testosterone levels dropped so much in men? Like, basically, like, why is the Western world fucked up these days? Why is the fucking LGBTQ shit so fucking pervasive, and men aren't really men anymore? They're fucking boys. Why everyone's so fucking lazy and they're drowning in discomfort? These kinds of things. So I think it's a really interesting book. I think it's a great book to kind of introduce a boy to the world of manhood. That sounded a bit weird, but like the world as it relates to being a man, you know. And I think sometimes it's worth recapping these more basic concepts, like, you know, be more disciplined. Don't fall for the feminist lies of being a little pussy, that you're a special snowflake, and that you're enough. You know, you're enough. You're good as you are. Like, bro, you can get fucking better. You know, don't you want to pursue your potential? You know, don't you want to realize your dreams and follow your purpose, right? So I read Hard Times Create Strong Men for about 1 hour. And then I had some lunch at about 11:30, I think. So my mom had cooked some pasta and some fucking, like, some minced beef, some meat sauce, like some pasta bolognese, or whatever you want to call it. And I also made some sandwiches with cheese and caviar. So I had that. I'm pretty sure that was about 1,000 calories. And maybe like 50 grams of protein or something like that. Maybe 40. But yeah, either way, after that, I had what the fuck did I even do after that? Yeah, I know I had a call. Yeah, so I finished my lunch at about 12, and then from 12 to 1, what was I even doing then? I think I was messaging some people in my community and doing some more shallow tasks, like being on WhatsApp and messaging my boys and, you know, holding people accountable and that kind of stuff. Maybe I was watching I think I was watching some like business videos, some entrepreneurship videos from Alex Ramosi. And then I was also speaking with my mother a little bit about some stuff. But yeah, so from about 12 to 1, that was what I was doing. But then at 1 p.m., I had another call with the boys. I do 3 a day, so 7 a.m., 1 p.m., 7 p.m. Central European time, Sweden time. And I had another call with the boys. It was awesome. We just hopped on and spoke. On the second call, I'm pretty sure nobody had jacked off, so that was all good. You know, either I get relieved because the people come on and they haven't jacked off, then I know that I've helped them and that my coaching is you know, working, whatever you want to call it. But if somebody has jacked off, then I get to have a great laugh, and so it's all good. But yeah, so I hopped on, spoke with the boys. It was all good. Nobody relapsed. To be fair, I don't like using that word because it kind of assumes that you go back to where you started, which is not the case, because you always develop your ability to resist sexual urges when you do it. When you get better, when you have urges, you don't indulge in them, then you get better at doing that. You get practice. And if you jack off once, seeing that as that you're going back to your original skill level in terms of your ability to resist the urges, I don't think it's true at all. I think the vast majority of the benefits from NoFap, they aren't really correlated to like your streak or whatever. I think total volume over time is much more important. Now that might sound hypocritical because my fucking YouTube series is like called NoFap Day whatever, but like it's just, when I started the series, I wanted to do daily vlogs, and the topic that I was going to vlog about was NoFap. And so I was like, yeah, this makes sense, like day fucking one, whatever. It's also maybe like a fucking clickbaity title. Maybe it'll get more people to watch because most people are familiar with that term, or like saying that you're on NoFap day whatever, right? But either way, I think total volume over time is more important than uh, your streak. It's kind of like if you're a goalkeeper in football. I like to give this analogy. If you're a goalkeeper in football, if you're from America, soccer, and you get shots on you all the time, right? You may catch some, you might be able to fend off all the shots, except for let me be like one. Let's say for example, if you got fucking 20 or 100 shots at you and you saved all of them, but then you let one slip in, do you go back to where you started in terms of your skills of not letting shots into the goal? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, it's just that you slipped up once, and like, we do not want to use that as an excuse and be like, yeah, man, I made so much good progress and I deserve one jack off. It's not going to do anything. That's fucking haram as shit. Because then you're just letting yourself down. You're breaking the promise that you made to yourself that you're not going to jack off. And that will fucking haunt you, bro. Because then if you don't have trust in yourself, if you don't have conviction in yourself that you're going to do the things that you say to yourself that you're going to do, then that will probably decrease the likelihood that you go after really big goals that require really big action, because you don't actually have the trust in yourself that you will commit to the action. That's one of the benefits that I've experienced of NoFap. So, but yeah, man. So we had the call. It was all good. And then afterwards, I had another call with a guy from my community. So basically what I do is that when people join my community and I think I could help them, and then I just message them like, yo, what's up, bro? I saw you really wanted to stop jacking off. You want some help? And then they'll be like, yeah, sure. And then I'll be like, yeah, let's call. And we'll hop on a call and just speak through their situation with NoFap and life and everything. And if I think I can help them, and if I think if they can benefit from joining the group that I have, then I will offer that to them. It's for free right now. So yeah, I hopped on with the guy from Czechia. Yesterday was really fucking cool guy, like locked in as shit. He's doing business and some stuff. Awesome guy. And he had some NoFap struggles, whatever, but got him into the group and he's on a great path now. So yeah, just gotta keep going, bro. But yeah, I spoke with him. I think the call lasted like maybe 45 minutes or something, pretty long. And then I spoke a little bit more with my mom and my dad, because my dad had come over as well. My parents are I'd say amicably divorced for like 12 years now. So it's all good. Like, they're on very good terms. And yeah, my dad was gonna leave some item that my brother had left at his place or whatever. But and they also live like fucking really close, maybe like a mile away. So it's really easy to go from my mom to my dad's place and vice versa. And I spend 2 weeks at mom's place and 2 weeks at dad's place. So yeah, my dad came over and we just he was gonna do it briefly to just leave an item or whatever. And then yeah, I ended up speaking to him a little bit and my mom for 15 minutes, something like that. And then at 3 p.m. I attended a call in another group that I'm in, which is on how to become a better coach and how to make better YouTube videos and so on. And yeah, it was really instructive. And yeah, I just want to bring the best education possible to to the people watching my videos, to you and the other guys. And I want to get as great results as I can with my clients and hopefully become a really fucking good coach. So yeah, man. So I hopped on the call, and then at about 4 p.m. I had some food. I had some what the fuck was it even? Yeah, I had some oats. I had like 200 grams of oats with water. And then I had some sausages as well, like 4 sausages. I'm pretty sure that was it. Maybe I had some other stuff as well. But then after that, I went to the gym and I hit some biceps, some forearms, some lats, and some traps. So like a pull workout with biceps and forearm focus. And so for biceps, I did bicep curls with dumbbells. So alternating dumbbell curls, so like this, like that, like fucking Sam Sulek style, just fucking grunting and like that, just fucking smashing it out, bro. Yeah, and I've gone up to the 22.5 kg dumbbell curls. So I'm moving some decent weight. I think that's about 50 pounds. It should be like 45. Yeah, exactly, like 49.5, like 50 pounds. So yeah, 50-pound dumbbells, 22.5 kg. From right now, I can only do them for like 6 to 8 reps. But we're gonna push it up to 12 reps, and then we'll increase the weight. And hopefully by the end of the year, at least, I will be at, or hopefully by the end of the year, I will at least be at 30 kg dumbbell curls, which I think is pretty fucking good. Because like, I haven't seen many people bicep curl like 30 kg at my gym or in person. Like, for sure, some people online, of course, are gonna be able to do that. But like, but yeah, dude, that's my goal for that exercise for this year. Because I'm planning on bulking on. I plan on bulking on for the What am I saying? I plan on bulking for the entire year. So yeah, and then afterwards I did some barbell wrist curls. So I did like this this motion with my forearms. I have like a barbell and do this motion with my wrist. And then I'm doing like 55 kilograms right now. And hopefully I'll get that up to maybe like 80 kg by the end of the year or something like that. And then after that, I did some pull-ups on the assisted pull-up machine because I can't really do that many clean pull-ups right now because I'm like pretty fucking heavy. I'm bulking and shit. And I eat a lot of food before I go to the gym, and I have like a hoodie on and shit. So I use the assisted pull-up machine, and right now I'm doing like minus 14 kilograms on the pull-up thing. So hopefully I'll get up to like by the end of the year, hopefully at like minimum that I can do it without any like my negative weight, like without the machine, just do it normal pull-ups. Because by the end of the year, I'll be significantly heavier. And if I also can decrease the other weight that I put on myself, which is like through the assisted machine, then I would have gotten significantly stronger. Maybe I can even add like a 10 kilogram plate or something by the end of the year. We'll see. And then obviously when I cut down in the beginning of next year, I will like be able to increase the weight on my pull-ups, like my weighted pull-ups significantly, hopefully, because I'll lose weight, right? So but yeah, dude, I did some lats, and then I also did some barbell rows. So like just smashing it out like that. I'm currently doing 65 kilograms on that one, and yeah, I really enjoy that exercise. It's like a bit of a bro-y thing. You do use your spinal erectors as well to stabilize your body whilst you're doing it. But like I think it's a great exercise. And I do think that training optimally and doing like chest supported rows instead of barbell rows, there's probably some marginal benefit to doing it. But I think if you just get freakishly strong on any decent lift, you'll get fucking big. And yeah, I just really like the fucking barbell rows. So yeah, man. And then after that, I did about 20 minutes of stretching for my hip flexors and my quads, because there's something called anterior pelvic tilt, which is kind of like when your hip has been rotated forward a little bit through bad posture and sitting down and a sedentary lifestyle that a lot of us have these days. And it's basically this idea that if you recorrect this pelvic sort of rotation, then you can unlock more height. I'm currently 6 foot, 183 centimeters, but if I could grow another inch just from stretching, that'd be pretty cool, you know? And yeah, I mean, I haven't grown in like 2 years or something like that, but you know, it'd be pretty cool if I could do that, you know? So why not? It's like fucking 15, 20 minutes of stretching. So yeah, dude, I just did that, and then I went back home and I ate more food. I had some Thai food, some fried rice, and then also some sausages for dinner. And then After that, I spoke a little bit with my brother. But then at 7 again, I hopped on the last call of the day, and we were like 9 people, bro, on the last call. It was really fucking good. Like it was more than we've had in a long time. We were 9 people. I'm pretty sure, maybe even 10. I don't even know why I keep fucking getting watery eyes, bro. What the fuck? Maybe it's the fucking cold. It's like minus 50, negative 15 degrees right now Celsius. But either way, I hopped on the call, spoke with the guys, asked everyone, have you been jacking off? Have you been stimulating your penis? Have you had any urges? How has it been? And yeah, it was a really fucking good call, bro. Nobody had done it. And yeah, we're staying strong. We have guys from all around the world. We have guys from like my country, Sweden. We have people from India, people from South Africa, people from Brazil, people from Czechia, Italy, Qatar, and Morocco, you know? So it's a global movement. It's a global movement, bro. But yeah, dude, it's yeah, it was awesome. And I finished the call at about 7:50, something like that. It was a pretty long call because we were quite a lot of people. So honestly, I don't even know how many more people I'll be able to add at this group because like I don't have that much time. I don't have fucking 5 hours a day. I do like already fucking 2-3 hours a day of calls at this point, maybe like 2 hours a day on average. But yeah, dude. Either way, after that, at about 7:50 or something like that, 7:45, I hopped into the shower and I had a shower and a hot shower because after the gym, I don't want to have a cold shower because it's usually, or it's supposed to decrease the amount of muscle that you gain because there's some stuff with the hypertrophic process that are going on. I don't know the science of it, but you're not supposed to do cold exposure after hypertrophy training. So I do cold exposure in the morning, usually. Yesterday morning, I did a hot shower. I don't even know why. I'm just fucking lazy, whatever. But either way, I had a hot shower. I brushed my teeth, and then I turned off all the lights in my room and stuff, and I journal on my phone. By the way, just a caveat, when I'm on my phone in my room at nighttime, I don't have the normal filters on. I have the red color filters on. If you have an iPhone, you can check this out right now. You can go to settings, click accessibility, then display and text size, then color filters, then turn it on, then click color tint, and then bring the intensity all the way up, and the entire screen should go red. And red is basically the opposite of blue in terms of the color spectrum, and you don't want to have a lot of blue light coming into your eyes at nighttime because it's probably gonna mess up your sleep a little bit. So I have like the red color filter on. Maybe I should acquire a pair of like blue light glasses as well, perhaps. And then additionally, I have the actual blue light filter on, like on the little scroll down menu on the iPhone. So yeah, but then so I basically just journal about my day in my phone or on my phone. How I'm feeling, what I'm excited for, what I think I could have done better. Kind of like these videos, but more like some more personal stuff. Maybe some stuff that I want to keep private. More like how I'm feeling and what emotional state I'm in. You know, more of that kind of stuff rather than the specific activities of what I'm doing, like I'm talking about in these videos. Because I just think it would be really fucking cool if I could, in like 10 years time, go back and look through all my years when I was younger and just like see what I was doing on a regular basis and just go through all of that and kind of like tap into my current life. Because if I could do that like with my 10-year-old self, like if I could tap back into his life, and if he had made vlogs like these, or if he had made daily journals and stuff, it would be really fucking cool to see that, you know? Because I did some cool stuff when I was younger, and I do think that a lot of our lives just get lost in the ether of time because we don't really remember that much. Like if you think back to when you were like younger, when you were 12 or 13 years old, like you probably just have a few glimpses of what you did at that time, you know? But you did so much and we're not even remembering it. But and I do think that if you don't crystallize the lessons that you learn, like if you go through some stuff and you learn something, you don't write it down and you don't even say it to anyone, and you don't really kind of crystallize it and make it into a reality, like let it materialize, like actually get the thought out of your brain into the world. I do think that there's a very high likelihood that you don't learn as much as you could, and that some of your potential or your like the lessons that you learn kind of get lost as well in your memories. So I really like the habit of just writing down how I'm feeling, what I did, like what the score that I would give myself for that day, and so on. I think I gave myself like a 9 out of 10, or maybe not a 9 out of, maybe like an 8 or 8.5, something like that, because I obviously woke up late. So that's gonna take a hit on the entire productivity of the day. But otherwise, I think I was really productive yesterday. I didn't have any fucking sexual urges, like basically zero. Like, what else can I say? It was like really fucking chill. I do have urges sometimes, although not really to jack off. It's more like I have the sexual desire, but I don't like the thought of grabbing my dick doesn't really cross my mind. If you get what I'm saying, it's like in Atomic Habits, which is like one of the most famous and successful nonfiction books of the last 5 years or whatever. James Clear, the author, talks about the habit loop. So basically, how habits are kind of repeated and what actually occurs in a habit. So first of all, you get the cue, which is like a trigger, like the thing that you see prior, or the thing that you experience prior to getting the desire. So maybe you see a fit ting in the gym, and then when you come home, you have those thoughts in your mind. Yeah, she'd be fucking hot. I want to smash her, bro. But you didn't want to walk up and speak to her or whatever. So that's the cue, and then the craving comes afterwards, which is that you get the desire to do the thing. So you see this thing, and then you want to do this thing, and then the third step is the response, which is that you do the activity, in this case jacking off, and then after that you get the reward, which is the fourth step, and it's just the pleasurable feeling of jacking off, right? And so you are being rewarded for doing this action after having gotten this desire. So you're reinforcing this entire loop, and you're creating this association between all these parts, really, between, I'd say specifically between the craving and the response. But after a while of not jacking off, at least for me, that sort of loop kind of breaks and the association severs. Like, I still get sexual thoughts and visualizations and fantasies and all that stuff, but I don't ever really consider grabbing my dick, fucking stroking it. So it's like, that's kind of the place that I've gotten to. I do think that's a great place to get to, because I don't think there's anything wrong with having sexual urges. I think family and relationships and like sex and stuff and children is a beautiful thing, and I for sure plan on having like a big family in the future. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with having like fucking dark desires as a man and being full of testosterone and just want to pillage through the land and stuff, right? I think that's natural. So I do think it's a great place to get to when you can still have like all the urges, whatever, but not do the thing, and just kind of use the urges as fuel to propel you towards your goals, as energy that can be used in terms of the actions that are required to get what you actually want, right? Which is a good life, probably. So yeah, dude, I think a lot of people talk about sexual transmutation, that you can like get sexual urges and like fucking Aikido convert it into fucking some like energy for your work, whatever. I'm not really sure how that works. I'm more of a, like, I'm not that, I'm a spiritual guy. I don't know if I'm a spiritual guy, but like I do very much like base most of my decisions, or almost all of my decisions, on like pure cold-hearted, like fucking behavioristic facts. Like, come on, what are we even talking about here? Like, what does this action do? What is the likelihood that I'll get what I want if I do this thing? Like that. I'm not really into sexual transmutation or anything, or maybe I am. I just don't know it. But I do think that energy cannot be destroyed, only converted. I think that's a physical law, like a law of physics. And if that's the case, then we may as well convert it into energy that will be useful, rather than just energy that will be annoying. I'm not really sure how to do that, or even what that means, but I guess it's just that you behave better when you have the urges. You behave the same. You don't jack off. You just keep fucking pushing in your work. You use the sexual urges to smash out a workout, or smash out some studying, or some business work, whatever. So yeah, dude, yesterday was a great day. I was really productive, except for in the morning when I kind of snoozed. I was fucking tired. But otherwise, great day, bro. And if you do want to join the community and get like free accountability, for me, there's no pressure, but like it's for free. And if you would want that, and you want to talk to me about like you would maybe want some tips, whatever, then you can join the community, and we'll have a chat and see if it's a good fit, bro. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful journey we're on. I think there's a very bright future ahead of us for us young, ambitious men around the world, bro. So it's a beautiful morning here in Sweden. In fact, let me show you. you know, look at this. Hoo-hoo-hoo. You can see the canopy stretching far above our eyes here. Yeah, dude, you can see the frost on the branches, on the twigs. Yeah, this is really cool stuff. The forest floor is covered with thick snow. And yeah, the sun is rising at the other end of the horizon. And yeah, man, we're gonna follow the lands of the rising sun, and we're gonna do great things. Yalla, have a good one, bro.